Devin Wink. I'm a senior, so I'm in the 12th grade, and I'll be talking about the robotics class. Originally getting into robotics in junior high. At the time, I don't know if she's still teaching there, but Miss Solomon was the robotics teacher. And originally it was just sort of, I just kind of got into robotics just because, I don't know, I just jumped in. I really had no idea if I'd like it or not, and it ended up being really amazing. Even if you don't like it, it's definitely quite the experience just to try out and see. So you have to take the 2 engineering classes first. Engineering 1, and then sophomore year you take engineering 2, and then you can take robotics 1 the year after that, and then robotics 2. First year engineering class is basically just an introduction into engineering, what it is, kind of, whatever, it's just an introduction, but pretty rudimentary. The second year engineering class is a lot more in-depth. It's more about the drawing and designs. And then in terms of getting into actually building robotics and stuff is where the actual robotics classes come in. Robotics 1 and 2, right now the classes are so small that they're in the same class period, but that's when we do all of the construction for actual robotics. Typical day in robotics, so we compete in best robotics, for our UIL event in the first semester. So typically during the first semester, robotics class period is a lot of the after-school extracurricular activities and things. And then second semester is where we do more classroom-oriented like projects and assignments with the robots. And dealing with, you get lots of experience with tools, using like lots of things that you probably don't have in your house, like table saws or chop saws. Some people probably don't have hand drills at their home. So there's you get lots of experience with working with tools. Working with teams and working with other people is a huge part of robotics because we hardly ever have any solo projects. A lot of it is working with other people and dealing with other people and working things out and compromising. Definitely for sure all of what you learn in Engineering 1, Engineering 2, and then what you're going through in robotics definitely helps out a lot with the extracurricular robotics activities because that's definitely a huge challenge. There's a lot of aspects to it. There's the constructing the robot, which is obviously you get that experience from the robotics class, but then also there's a 35-page notebook that the team has to create, and a lot of that is drawings, explaining things, just like typing it up. So you get a lot of that from the engineering classes. Oh yeah, so I've definitely found my passion with robotics. I love it a lot, and I'm planning on going to Texas A&M for their engineering courses and their robotics courses. Yes. Okay, so yes, you can be in robotics if you weren't in robotics in junior high, and you do not have to be in the robotics class period to participate in the after-school robotics. So if you're like a freshman or a sophomore and you're in the engineering classes, you can still come after school for robotics. You don't have to be in the class period at all. What advice? I'd say just jump in. The engineering 1 class it's not very, I don't know what the word would be, difficult. It's not very difficult at all, really. And it's nice to just get a feel for whether or not you like it. And then if you do like it, you can take engineering 2. And if you kind of want to jump into or get a feel for the more robotics-y part of the engineering course, you can just come after school. We have the competition every year. Typically at the beginning of the year, like September is when it starts. So you can come check it out or participate in the competition, see if you like it.